Our 11th California female architect is Helen Douglas French, and she was born July 3, 1900 in Arlington, Massachusetts. Arlington in Middlesex County is about 8 miles northwest of Boston. Her parents were Walter Bailey Douglas and Anna Sullivan Douglas, and Helen was the middle child and only girl of 3 siblings. Her older brother was Donald C. Douglas, 2 years her senior, and the younger brother was Walter B. Douglas, 6 years her junior. By at least 1918, Helen had enrolled at the Cambridge School of Architecture and Landscape Architecture and received a graduate degree by 1921. Following her formal education, Helen worked at several different Boston firms and then traveled to Europe. It was there that Helen became a student at the prestigious École des Beaux-Arts in Paris, though she came back to the U.S. in 1927. That same year, she married landscape architect Prentice French, and they practiced together and separately in Boston and Stockbridge, about 131 miles west of Boston. In 1932, Helen and Prentice moved to Sarasota, Florida, and they worked with architect Clarence Martin for about 10 years. Sarasota, on Florida's west coast, is about 230 miles northwest of Miami. During World War II, Helen and Prentice moved to San Francisco, where Prentice worked for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. By 1946, Helen had received her California architectural license. Prentice and Helen then worked together and independently through the 1950s, doing projects at various locations in Northern California. Papers for both Prentice and Helen are stored at the Environmental Design Archives at UC Berkeley, and these papers provide drawings and writings regarding a series of projects, though apparently drawings do not always show where the property was located. However, a book by Inge Horton does indeed list some addresses, and a few of these follow. Corbett House, 21 Acorn Way, Kentfield, California, August 1947. Davis House, 104 Oakdale Avenue, Mill Valley, California, July 1948. Davisman House, 375 Ortega Street, San Francisco, April 1949. Taylor House, 360 Felton Drive, Menlo Park, California, September 1949. French House, 54 Rancheria Road, Kentfield, August 1950. This is where Prentice and Helen French lived in the Kent Woodlands, about 18 miles northwest of San Francisco. Verling House, 108 Woodland Road, Kentfield, 1953. Ide House, number 2, 1016 Overlook Road, Berkeley, 1953. And 2 photos now follow. Schiaroni House, 33 Rancheria, Kentfield, March 1953. Some towns where French designs can be found are now listed: Glendale, Massachusetts, Stockbridge, Massachusetts, Sarasota, Florida, Venice, Florida, Siesta Key, Florida, Indio in Southern California, Kentfield, north of San Francisco, Mill Valley, north of San Francisco, Lake Tahoe, east of San Francisco, San Rafael, north of San Francisco, San Francisco, Menlo Park, south of San Francisco, Palo Alto, south of San Francisco, Berkeley, east of San Francisco, Carmel, near Monterey, California, Carpinteria in Southern California, Mission San Jose, north of Monterey, California, Paradise Cove, California in Southern California, San Anselmo, California, Marin County, north of San Francisco, Sausalito, north of San Francisco, Ukiah, California, about 115 miles northwest of San Francisco. Other locations for Helen French designs are William S. Rosecrans House, also called Marshall Ranch, and Hacienda del Gato in Indio, California, and 4 photos follow. Proctor Place, Orwellton Farm, Stockbridge, Massachusetts. Daniel Chester French Studio, Stockbridge, Massachusetts. Apparently, Helen French designed some portion of the Diablo Canyon power plant near San Luis Obispo, California, but the details are unknown. However, the following shows a photo of the property. Helen French was a member of several organizations, and a partial list is now given: American Institute of Architecture, Northern California chapter; San Francisco Planning and Housing Association; Outdoor Arts Club of Mill Valley; Marin Art and Garden Center; Women's League of San Francisco; Mill Valley Parks and Recreation Commission. She was secretary. Helen French died on October 19, 1994 in Los Angeles, California. She was 94. Prentice had already died 5 years earlier in Los Angeles on January 15, 1989, and he was also 94. They had no children, but Helen's beautiful building designs and some of the landscapes by Prentice still remain to be enjoyed.